it's refreshing to hear this kind of practical approach to leveraging AI just to increase efficiencies in workspaces like you're talking about. We mentioned two partnerships briefly, Anthropic and Boston Dynamics. Could you walk us through how you're partnering with those companies?
Of course, let me start with Boston Dynamics because again, it's a super practical one to understand. And we've talked about this at one of our customer events, and I think we wrote a press release on it too. So we're collaborating with Boston Dynamics and with Eversource Energy, well-known utility in the northeast of the United States. And in that particular case, if I simplify it, they have a number of things that need to be done by humans today. Inspection of long manhole ducts underneath the city of Boston would be an example. That by regulation need to be inspected on a frequent basis. It's dirty work, it's hazardous work. The skilled workforce it isn't at the level it's been before, so just difficult. With Boston Dynamics, what we did is with one of their form factor robots, so Spot the Dog, we developed an orchestration of our software to work with Spot the Dog. Spot the Dog runs along that manhole duct, 5 kilometers, whatever it is, taking all of the sensor, data telemetry you can possibly imagine. So temperature, gas readings, vibrations, video, of course, sound, and they're inspecting that whole line. And when they find a fault, they find an issue, they're able to relate that to a database of previous issues, perhaps OEM information, using Anthropic and other models in order to trigger an automated workflow. So issue, corroded part, transformer in a manhole duct, need a repair, fire off a supply chain order. It goes into the supply chain. The supply chain module looks to see which is the best supplier at the best cost and optimization. Part comes into inventory, work order created, work order gets into the hand of the human goes and fixes it. So that whole closed loop work is possible through the work with Anthropic and, of course, the work with Spot the Dog.
And Mark, as you're describing this, I'm picturing Spot the Dog walking around, and it is collecting vast amount of data. Not only what you're describing, but I believe it has LiDAR on it, and it's just collecting tremendous world data. And so I wanted to ask you, you probably think about this every day, all day. There's been a ton of funding for world model companies, and how do you envision potentially working with world model companies to accelerate the work that you're doing? Is IFS building world models? Are you integrating a world model? How do you think about that?
Yeah, so we are, when it makes sense, we're building our own kind of small models for esoteric use cases and so forth. But we have an attitude now which is about not being arrogant enough or ignorant enough to think we are going to be the sole source of innovation for our customers. We understand the domain, we understand the life cycle, an asset and service life cycle, we understand the industries, enormous levels of depth. And we have a responsibility to bring to our customers the best innovation possible to surface that into the hands of the workforce. Incidentally, from a workforce standpoint, what we're serving for, we often talk about as a company, is we're serving the 70% of the world's workforce that don't sit behind a desk. These are people in operations on a day-to-day basis. They're working in the real world. They're working complex engineering scenarios. So it's really important to us that we're thinking about this new frontier of world models. So partnerships is absolutely crucial for us, and you've called out two. There are many others. On the world model side, we got a number of very early stage conversations. There's one particularly famous world model company that's been incorporated right now as we speak, and we're in advanced conversations with that company about how we can partner with them. And they're super excited because guess what? We have the data, we have the understanding, we have the domain knowledge. So we're really excited about that. And I think for us, obviously LLMs is such a phenomenal innovation, but when you start to get into the ability to simulate real life, physical life, engineering environments, the possibilities are endless.
Hey, this is Matt from Forward Future Live. Thanks for watching a clip from the live show. Forward Future Live is a weekly show where we bring on the top minds and CEOs from the artificial intelligence industry and interview them. Subscribe and catch the live show on YouTube and X.